Hello and welcome back to the channel. What a crazy week it's been. First, I have to apologise for being semi-naked. I'm wearing a vest because it's so hot here in the UK at the moment. It's just, we've had like just heat waves week after week and it's just boiling in this room at the moment. So, you know, I got in from work and thought, you know, fuck it, I'm wearing a vest. If you don't like it, switch off. But, you know, if you stay to the end, I might show some nipple. But anyway, I digress. Xbox is, or Microsoft is giving everyone a hard time at the moment with lots of layoffs. Yes, they've gone for another wave of layoffs. This is actually happening industry-wide. This is happening to many companies. But let's just focus on Microsoft because everybody does, let's be honest. So Microsoft's going through lots of layoffs, which is not nice. You know, it's not a nice thing to do, you lose your job. But, you know, they're going through the proper streams. They're not just being sacked. They're not sort of woken up, gone to the, I can't remember who it was now. who went to work and they just locked them out. Who was that? I can't think who it was.
A few minutes later.
No way. Sidetracked again. Back to the point I'm trying to make. Layoffs. So yes, Microsoft's made some layoffs. Yes, it's sad. It's horrible. It happens. In my last video, I explained sort of something similar happened to me. It just happens. It's what happens when you run big major businesses. Or even small. Lay off big business, you lose more staff than if you run a smaller business. It's just the way it is. It's just life. Anyway, I'm not going to hold on to that too long. I'm not going to, everyone's talking about it. It's dragged on too much. People are sort of, I think, trying to grasp on something, make something, turn it into something. Well, actually, they are doing that. They are doing that because, as per usual, the media and PlayStation fanboys decide to target Xbox on the back of Helldivers. Because what happened, you had the layoffs, and then you had Helldivers 2 being announced for Xbox. To deflect from that, the media thought they would just jump on Game Pass. Just attack Game Pass. Again, we've had all the media outlets come out with stuff like this. Turns out Game Pass might not be profitable, as Xbox apparently doesn't include development costs of first-party games. So that's the Gamer. This is Gaming Bolt. Gaming Bolt come out with Microsoft doesn't factor in revenue lost by first-party games in Game Pass profitability. This was on the back of Chris String claiming that Game Pass wasn't profitable, wasn't making money. And with that, all the media decided to follow suit, follow that guy. Actually, they bring up, I've got something here which is really interesting. This really exposed him, because what happened after he said that, and all the media just ran with it, said, yep, Chris String said this, so yeah, we'll just go with that. It sounds good. It's negative against Xbox, and it's getting us clicks. So let's just run with that. But then Xbox come out and said, actually, it does make money. Where did you get that idea from? Because it turns out Chris String was apparently quoting someone from Xbox. He said he got the information from someone from Xbox. However, he posted no source or wouldn't say who it was at all. I.e., just made it up. He just made it up for clicks. Let's be honest, he made it up for clicks. And so Xbox fired back and said, oh, we do make money. And we don't know what you're on about. So he fired back with another message on Twitter saying, it's all basically correcting himself, saying, sorry, hands up. Game Pass is profitable. I'm sorry. So here it is. This is the thing in question I'm talking about. They fired back. Game Pass might be getting killed by first-party development costs, it suggested. Update. Chris String has just posted on social media, clarified his comments. He stressed that Game Pass is profitable, even when factoring in the lost sales. Anyway, yada yada. He just basically goes back over what he said and tries to sort of defend. He lied, basically. He made stuff up. He confirmed that sources have reached out, set the story straight, and confirmed that Game Pass is still profitable. Regional report follows. Recently, a debate emerged online regarding the Game Pass subscription service after the founder of Arcane Studios branded it unsustainable and damaging for the industry. That's where it all began. It's not the first time a topic like this has surfaced. Oddly, it's always people that are disgruntled against Xbox that come out and start to sort of bring it down. Isn't that odd? But once again prompted fresh discourse around the concept of Game Pass not being all that beneficial to some studios and companies. On social media, game business Chris String made a somewhat damning revelation. He claimed that the Game Pass service is only regarded by Xbox as profitable because the numbers referred to do not include the cost of development and releasing first-party games like Starfield on the platform. It continues down here. Dring claims that it's a stupid name, Dring. It's such an irritated name. It's between drink and ding, isn't it? Oh, it's really irritating to say. Christian would drink claim it's just a noise. His name's just a noise. Might as well be. It's just a. Oh, right. Okay. Dring claims that he heard this information directly from Xbox, but has nothing more concrete to share regarding numbers and bases the comment above more on conjecture than solid figures.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
There we go. Asked for clarification on Game Pass is profitable claim and was told no third-party costs are included. Who's you told by this? Chris, you just made it all up. The bottom line is he made a statement. It was incorrect. He made it all up. The clicks and attention. It worked. And Xbox come out and sort of slapped him about a bit and said, stop talking nonsense. And then he's obviously corrected himself because he feels like he needs to sort of keep friends of Xbox and not just shit on, don't bite the hand that feeds you, basically. So yeah, so he's retracted. But the thing is, the damage is already done at this stage. And this is the issue with gaming and the media at this stage. But I'll get back into that. I just want to drift back to the other guy, the Arcane guy, the guy that originally started always and come out moaning about Game Pass, how it doesn't help and stuff like that. He said it didn't make his game particularly. I can't remember what game he made. His game particularly as much money as is hoped. The thing is, at the end of the day, you put your game in Game Pass. He's put all his games in Game Pass, this fella. And you put your game in Game Pass, hoping it'll create, pick up, because they get paid for downloads and they get paid a lump sum by Xbox. What happens? Basically, Xbox says, look, we're going to give you this much money. It could sell more. It could make more money if it was sold than on Game Pass, or it might not. It's sort of a gamble, but you take the money and it helps make your game to even come out. You might not even have the money to make the game. And they say yes or no, basically, and then they get money for downloads. It's basically entirely up to them. It's all on them, right? It's a business decision that they have to make. And he now, looking back, regrets it. Like a few developers out thinking, oh, maybe if it wasn't Game Pass, we would have made more money if we just sold the game. I mean, how many studios have we seen do that and their games just died? Called. How many games have we seen just collapse? Not on a service, not free to play, and just died? We said that far too often as well. We don't hear so much of that, do you? But when there's games on Game Pass, it doesn't do well. We must destroy Game Pass. So, in a way, he come out, had a good old moan about Game Pass regarding that. But my issue with all this is, I'll use this game as my example. You may have heard this game, Expedition 33, just recently come out. Released on Game Pass day one. Indie Dev defends Xbox Game Pass. This is back in April because Game Pass is continuously under fire. Indie Dev defends Xbox Game Pass as Claire Obscure Expedition 33 sells most on PS5. Hold it. Well, it wasn't on a subscription service on PS5, so yes, it's going to sell more on PS5. But that's not what his point is. It's no secret that Claire Expedition 33 has been doing very well for itself so far, on top of some incredible review scores, because now they're talking about it could be Game of the Year, which I doubt it's going to be given to Death Stranding 2. We all know that because, well, Jeff loves Sony and he loves Hideo Kojima. So Death Stranding 2 is going to win it. We just found out that the game has already sold 1 million copies in less than a week, even if the vast majority of the UK physical sales were for PS5. There's only UK sales. Xbox Game Pass seems to be having an impact on sales then. But even so, fellow indie dev has defended the service on social media this week. In and amongst the drama surrounding Expedition 33 sales split, Powerwell community manager Bucky has been sticking up for both the brand new RPG and Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass service. The Powerwell dev says it is very worth having your game on Game Pass as fans debate the viability of the subscription model. Expedition 30 said here, Expedition 33 is the latest game to get unwillingly dragged through gaming Twitter as people debate the viability of Game Pass. I feel like I've just a little more knowledge on the topic than most, especially Dream. So I'll just say yes, it is worth having your game on Game Pass. In addition, Expedition 33 devs also come out and said stuff like this: a milestone for us, reached sooner than we'd ever imagined. Thank you, because it reached their target for sales and for players. 70,000 concurrent players on the game, and they exceptionally happy how it all turned out. It got good reviews, everything. Because I think the bottom line of all this, at the end of the day, is the quality of your game. It's got nothing to do with Game Pass. It's got everything to do if people want to play your game. If you make a game that's no good, that's not on Game Pass. It's not Game Pass's fault. It's not the player's fault. That's on you. Make a game that's not going to be engaging, even to it's on Game Pass, so everyone has the ability to play it. If they don't want to play it because it's not engaging enough, or they just doesn't interest them to enough to want to buy it, because people like myself pay games on Game Pass. If you like it enough, you then buy it, or just buy the game out front. It's not going to be played. The onus is on you to make good games, not on Game Pass for you to make a mid game or a poor game and then them just support you anyway. It's on you. It's complete on you. And if you think if your game's not on Game Pass, you make a poor game, not been on Game Pass, you'd have made more money if it just was sold. Whatever, I think it actually sold it at like $70 this game. I can't remember what it was. Then that's all on you. And at the end of the day, it's just it's the industry. So it runs. Make good games. Claire Expedition 33, fantastic game. Seen massive success. Power World, another game. Seen massive success despite Nintendo trying to hold it back because it's threatening Pokemon. Seen massive success as well. These games on Game Pass launch day one have seen massive success. So let's take us back now to my previous point I was going to make about the media and how this impacts on Xbox, Game Pass and developers. And what's the irony here now, if you go back to layoffs and Xbox having layoffs and cutting staff and stuff, and people are like, oh, Microsoft's bad. You know, why are you laying off people? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you failing as a company? But then on the other flip of the coin, you've got everyone attacking Xbox and downplaying everything they do and creating propaganda and misleading people into hating Xbox. So, you know, how would you want it? You want people to hate Xbox and you actively lie about them, but then complain when Microsoft has to then close studios as a result of this. You complain that they're doing that as well. What do you want? Let's take this guy, for example, Charlie Intel, right? This guy also thought he'd quote Chris String. Nothing wrong. He looks like just a fanboy guy. Like, you know, he's had a dig at Game Pass on the back of what's his face, Chris String's statement, which we know now is incorrect. Have a look at this guy. Oh, he has 4.7 million followers. So that's 4.7 million people that follow him have now seen that statement that we know now is incorrect. That he's made. That's 4.7 million people now seen that. That's not including all the other media outlets have come out and talked the same nonsense. This is the ongoing problem with, in social media at this stage. And media in general really is just horrible now. Media is just all out for clicks and making money. And they make money now off Xbox by just saying negative stuff because it gets them the clicks, because Sony's the market leader. So they decide to shit on Xbox because it gets them more money, gets them more revenue. That's the truth of it. That's why they hate Xbox. And this will continue. But on the back of that, you've got people saying, well, why can't Xbox compete equally? Why can't they do this and do that and like just do what PlayStation does? I've always said for over 2 decades now, they will never be equal because Sony doesn't get, the Xbox axe is real. Sony does not get the flack or the attention or the hate Xbox gets. Continuous streams of hate from all media, just continuously going at Xbox and just making up stuff. Media's continuously misleading people, making up stuff, doing out of context headlines and all sorts of stuff at Xbox, and continuously putting them down, saying that the games are bad, saying that they're not making games. They're just lying. They're just not good. There's bad management. All the key catchphrases we've all heard before. Continuously at Xbox. You don't get half of this, not even a quarter of it at Sony. Sony are allowed to just do as they please. Xbox buys a studio, or they're buying up studios. Monopoly. The word monopoly gets thrown around all the time. PlayStation buys a studio. Oh yeah, good for them. You know what I mean? It's just a game on PlayStation that the studios, the closures they've had, very little. You don't hear much of it. Concord, but Xbox closes a studio. Oh well, bad management. All these people being sacked. What are you going to do about it? Microsoft, you're the worst company in the world. You get people actually saying, "I hate Microsoft. They're the worst people on the planet." So he does it. Yeah, well. They cancel the game. Oh, well. They've cancelled more games than Xbox had for the last 2 generations. No, well, it doesn't matter. What? They can never compete equally until there is just equal support from the media. Until the media is unbiased, until the media just does their job properly. Until then, there will never be an equal footing. Before I go, I thought I'd show some stats on the layoffs, just to get the truth out there, because I'm all about the truth. So here's the layoffs for Xbox and PlayStation. As you can see there, it's quite straightforward there, really. Xbox have laid off more staff. Yeah, take that as you will. Have a quick look at that, a little gander at that. And then let's look at how many staff each side have. Xbox has 20,000 staff. PlayStation has 4,000 staff across all its studios. So there we go. So you can see where Xbox needs to trim some fat there. They've got far more staff, and this is probably that's why there probably will be more layoffs. I can't see Sony cutting like just 4,000 staff. I can't see them cutting many more. Where Xbox clearly has a lot of fat to trim. They've taken on remember 2 major publishers. So, and I can imagine a lot of jobs now overlap, and you've probably got a lot of studios, very small studios, that are not doing much, and they're probably, Xbox is struggling to maintain them all. Not that that's an excuse or anything, but I like to point the facts out and just show you the truth. I'm going to leave it there for now. Love to hear your comments down below. Thank you for the lots. I had lots of support in my last video, so thank you much for that. I think I had about 500 views, which is great, and loads of comments and loads of likes. Really appreciate that. As I said, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I would love you all for that. How I can show that? I'm trying to think of something. I'm not going to wear a banana suit. But thank you all for the support. Hope it continues, and I really appreciate. I want to put more work in. I want to get a better mic and get some sorted out in here so it all sounds better and looks better. But so I'm sort of running on a bit of a budget. Anyway, yeah, thank you all for watching. Please put in the comments below your opinions on everything in life, on your own Game Pass. What do you think of Game Pass? Is it good, bad? At the end of the day, I'm not sure why. 2 things. One, why people are concerned if Game Pass makes money or not. Why is anyone concerned about that? You don't walk into McDonald's and say, "Can I have a meal, please?" They go, "Yeah, £5." And they go, and you go, "Here, oh," you go, "Oh, that's cheap, McDonald's. Are you making money from this?" "Oh no, mate, take a bit of a loss." "Oh really? We'll have some more money." That never happens in any other industry or anything. You never question if they're making money, or you just think about yourself. And that's what everyone should be thinking. You're the consumer. Put yourself first. Stop worrying if these companies are making money, profit, or anything. It's not your concern. Let them deal with that. Just buy the product and play it. Get on with your life. Anyway, it really, I don't know why. I don't know why people are just weird like that. It's you know, it's all for clout. That's what it is. It's all for list wars. Anyway, please put in the comments. Game Pass, good, bad. Let me know your opinions. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye for now.